Good morning, friends. I'm sorry it's been so long. I have not forgotten about you. It's just been taking me a long time to get my ducks in a row. Hi, how are you doing? Basically had a spiral for the last 2 years. Maybe now coming out of it, I feel my nervous system cooling off a bit, which is nice. The world and myself in my life are incredibly different from the last time we talked. I have a boyfriend and 2 dogs now. Big changes in my life. A lot of new responsibilities. One thing that's done is taken a lot of time away from the pool of available free time I had in the past to focus on things like fitness and exercise, but also hindsight recognizing the way that I was trying to lose weight the first time around wasn't super sustainable. You can't sustain lifting heavy weights 3 times a week and running a 5K every weekend. I did think that once I got to a certain point, I would just dial it down and go into a maintenance phase and not have to do as much anymore. I was very wrong. When I first started this YouTube channel, I had a good stable job with good health insurance and a good doctor who was able to get me on a GLP. Now, 2 jobs later, and I'm currently on the 3rd job, I'm in a really good place again with a really good team. Difference is I'm not completely remote anymore. I work in an office Monday through Friday, which honestly I like better. The separation of work and home psychologically is better for me. I'm sure you've noticed from our previous car talks, I have a new car. My old one, the transmission went, and the car's worth $5,000 and the transmission was $10,000. So I just bought a new car. I cried at the dealership because I had to, but that is what it is. But at least now I have a vehicle that functions and I can connect my phone to take calls and play music, which is nice. So, yeah, I had a lot of stress, a lot of spiraling, a lot of emotional things that I had to work through because I have gained all the weight back, even beyond what I started my YouTube channel at. And now we have to do this again. But that's okay. I've done it once. I can do it again. It's just finding the path back to that, which I'm already starting to do. My diet looks a lot different from what it was in the past. I don't really eat any processed food anymore. I'm really trying to focus on whole foods, eating as cleanly as possible, which is not something that I've done before. And like, I've read the arguments that not eating a diet completely devoid of processed food or industrial ingredients is really extreme. But the stuff that the food industry does is also kind of extreme. Like when you've got scientists working on the perfect formulations to achieve the bliss point in foods, I feel like the reaction to that should also be pretty extreme if that's what food companies are doing. And if it's extreme to cut out all processed food and basically any food that's not adulterated that existed before the 1800s, like, I don't know about that. I don't think that's too extreme. But I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of learning, just about like diet, health, nutrition, science, and all kinds of stuff that I'm excited to share with you. Because it's not all about just calories in, calories out, and working so hard through exercise that you grind yourself into the ground, which is what I had been doing before. It wasn't healthy or sustainable, and that's okay. I have a passion for nutrition and nutrition science that I'm excited to share with you. There's a lot of discourse around nutrition science. You've got the people who do the YouTube videos, the podcasts, and books, and everything they talk about is sensationalized and flashy, and that's why it gets picked up. More serious scientific discourse isn't, because it's not relatable to the average person. And I'm of the mind that everyone's body is different, so you'd have to take what works for you and leave the rest. My intention is to share with you the resources I've learned from and the key takeaways I've taken from those things. I think it is important for consumers to have a curiosity about their food ecosystem and to understand what companies are doing to food, how they can get away with certain things, and how we as consumers are able to hold them accountable. Since the 1970s, we have all gotten very fat. I don't think it's just a matter of eat less, move more. I don't think it's a matter of you not having enough self-discipline. Obviously, you have to have some sort of moderation in how you eat, how you carry yourself, and exercise. But I also don't think we're completely to blame. Unvetted food additives that are in our food ecosystem, particularly in the United States. And this is probably what these videos are gonna end up turning into, car chats on my way to and from work, because that's what I can sustain right now. And we'll go from there. But yeah, I think there's a lot new in my life. I needed to break the seal and just get something up. So that's what this video is. Is like, hey, hi, I'm here. Here's a little bit of what's been going on. I think I'm through the worst of it. We're gonna try this again. But just for a stats check-in, it's September 24th. I weighed in this morning at 207 pounds, but my net low for the last 2 weeks has been 203. I messed up yesterday and decided to purchase lunch because it was raining and I wanted something hot. So I had a container of lentil soup. You don't gain 4 pounds of fat in a night, or I should say 4 pounds in a week. I'm not even eating 3,500 calories a day right now. I keep it more, you guys know, around like 16, 17. So it's water weight, it's water retention. I kicked myself out of keto for a cup of soup that wasn't even that good, but I needed something warm and comforting. We're prepared today though. I've got a high protein chia pudding for lunch. I've got Polish lekso, which is a type of like tomato based stew that's basically like everything but the kitchen sink for vegetables and sausage. I didn't have kibasi, so I just used regular Italian sausage, but we'll see how it goes with dinner. I'll probably take a B-roll shot and throw it in somewhere in the next video. I'm posting this immediately when I get to my office. So look, I got the green light. So yeah, just a bunch of quick hit updates. I will work on scripting a more thoughtful video later. I needed to get something out to you guys to let you know that it has been on my mind. I owe it to myself. I do this YouTube thing for myself. I want to come back. I'm trying to come back. I just need to figure out a way to do it that is sustainable for me, given all of the new things and responsibilities in my life. Given I have a boyfriend, 2 new dogs, they take up a lot of my time now. I will see you guys next time I'm at work.